My favorite thing about this photo is watching people react to it. Most people look at it and see all the photographers looking in one direction, and it takes them a second or two before they notice the bear is right behind them, and then they get a big smile on their face or laugh or have some shocked reaction. And then they look up at me and ask me if it's real. When I tell them it is, we generally laugh together.
I'm going to assume that a lot of you had the same reaction when you looked at this picture. Shock, surprise, doubt, amazement, and that's all because of this guy.
Hi, my name is Jeff Goldberg. I live in Grizzly, Illinois. I'm a retail consultant and avid photographer. I took this photo in Hallow Bay, Alaska, in part of the Katmai National Park. I was in Hallow Bay that day as part of an extended photography adventure with my son. He had recently graduated high school, and before going off to college, we wanted to spend some time in the wild observing grizzly bears.
And there's no better place in the world to do that than Katmai National Park. It's home to one of the largest protected grizzly bear populations in the world, making it a perfect, if slightly dangerous, place to photograph these animals.
When I first saw the bear approach this group, my first reaction was, how can they not see it? It's so big, and when they come close, I can smell them and hear them, and they make noises. But I also understand as a photographer how you can be fixated on what you see through the lens. So my second reaction was nervous. I was wondering if something bad was going to happen. Our guide told me this was not an unusual occurrence in Hallow Bay. As long as they didn't approach him or make any sudden movements, they would probably be fine. Also, in his estimation, the bear wasn't as close as it really seems. And lastly, and probably most important, we didn't really have a way to signal these photographers, as we were quite some distance away.
But everything turned out okay. The bear walked right past the photographers without some of them even noticing, and Jeff got a picture that was pretty different from what that pack of photographers captured.
This trip was wonderful in so many ways. First was the complete immersion in the wild lives of these bears. We spent a lot of time on the ground with the bears, really seeing how they go about their lives, the daily struggles, their fun of playing with each other, fighting with each other, and really seeing their constant struggle for survival. So being able to see the whole story play out in front of us was really a tremendous experience. I got to have that experience with my son. These shared memories for the rest of our lives, and I really will treasure that.
If you thought this was a close encounter, check out this episode on what it's like to get this close to a great white shark.
This particular photo was taken off of Handspite, South Africa in the late September of 2012. We were in the area for a university field course looking at the local biodiversity and took the opportunity to experience the more charismatic sea life we rarely get to see.
And if you loved this episode and you really want more Seeker videos, check out Seeker Stories on Vessel, where you can get our videos 3 days earlier than anywhere else on the internet. Click the link in the description for your free 30-day trial. Thanks for watching.